Hi there. Today we're going to discuss the simple past and an easy way to make sure you know how to use it. So why do we use it? We use it to discuss completed action in the past at a specified time. For example, they met each other 3 months ago. Or, I bought a new car last month. She lived in Jasper from 2006 to 2009. Keywords include ago, last night, last week, last year, yesterday, etc. Of course, you have to be aware of the verb to be because it is an exception. We know that we use the verb to be in the present, I am, you are, he, she, or it is, etc. But in the past, there are only 2 forms. I was, you were, he, she, or it was, we were, and they were. Of course, for both of them, to make a negative, we add the adverb not, and to make a question, we put the verb in front of the subject. There are 2 forms of the simple past when we have verbs other than the verb to be. We have regular verbs and irregular verbs. In the affirmative form, with a regular verb, we add ed with all subjects. I worked, he worked, they worked. She studied, he lived. And for an irregular verb in the affirmative, you have to learn them. So see is saw. I saw, you saw. Understand becomes understood. She went. We had. They began. So again, we add ed to regular verbs. I worked, she worked, they worked. And we use the same verb form for all subjects. To make a negative sentence, when it is not the verb to be, we use the auxiliary did plus not. Why? I don't know. You conjugate your auxiliary, but your main verb comes back to the simple form. So, my sentence, I saw him, which is affirmative, in the negative it becomes I didn't see him. It is my auxiliary that is in the past, and my verb comes back to the main form. The simple form, rather. They ate lunch, they didn't eat lunch. She worked last night, she didn't work yesterday morning. It doesn't make any difference here if your verb is regular or irregular. You follow the same pattern. Irregular verbs, again, you have to learn them in the affirmative form. But as I said, to make them negative, it doesn't make any difference. You use the auxiliary didn't, did plus not, and then your verb comes back to the simple form. I didn't have, he didn't go. Questions as well. Where did he go? Question word, auxiliary, subject, verb. But my verb comes back to the simple form, to the base form. To make questions, for most direct information questions, again, these are not with the verb to be. We use the auxiliary did, and my main verb comes back to the base form, the simple form. With be, I conjugate my verb and I put it in front of the subject. So I saw him. Where did you see him? They ate lunch. What did they eat for lunch? So again, I conjugate my auxiliary, my verb comes back to the base form. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, look up information on the internet or ask a friendly teacher. Thank you.